Hello, welcome to Engaged Citizens Weekly Update. I'm your host, Sherry Ryan. The biggest deal going on, let's be real, snow. Oh my gosh, snow apocalypse for Columbia County. It's been fun here. We've had lots of snow, lots of ice. I've been watching all over, social media and our different, city, pages and stuff. They've been so busy keeping the roads clear, making sure people are safe. Our police and our county, employees been out plowing and just doing different things. So that's been fun. It's clearing up. They do say that more is coming. We will see it when we will believe it when we see it, right? So with that snow, a few things were canceled, a few meetings and such that have been rescheduled. I'll let you know. A few meetings that were canceled were the St. Helens School Board, which was canceled. Their next one is March 6th, so stay tuned for that. The Rainier School District held a special session, an informational session about the bond that is coming to their community. This informational meeting is rescheduled for March 1st. This is a very important topic for the community of Rainier. I've been watching social media and different Rainier bulletin boards, postings about people discussing this, about people's opinions and what they think, whether this bond should go through or this bond shouldn't go through. Come to Engaged Citizens and bring your discussions. Let's talk about it. Let's bring up the points that we want to discuss. Let's do this in a respectful manner, as always. And this is our money. This is our tax dollars. This is our money that we're earning to fund our children's education. And we want to make sure that this is allocated correctly, right? So stay tuned for that. A meeting that did happen despite the snow, because I believe Zoom is, helpful to these situations, is the Columbia 911 Communications District. They held their meeting on Thursday morning, and I attended this via Zoom. The board voted unanimously to go forward with the Motorola to offer them an exclusive sole source proposal opportunity for our county's radio system. When I was at the meeting, I noticed that all the public comment, including the Vernonia city administrator who spoke for the city, she actually read a letter from the people there that she was speaking for. No one supported this decision. And so I will get back to that. But also of interest is that a private citizen was trespassed during the meeting. They gave a trespass to a private citizen, which these two things, the trespassing was not why I was at the meeting. I'm at the meeting. I wanted to hear about this deal with Motorola, what we were going to do for our radio system. But this came up and this interested me, being trespassed, a private citizen being trespassed. So I reached out to the Columbia 911 Communications District Director, Mike Fletcher, on Thursday afternoon, sent him an email, and I asked him, despite all of the negative, feedback from the community regarding this decision, why are they going forward with it? I then also asked about why the private citizen was trespassed and if he could bring clarity to that. And I'm going to read you the email that he sent back to me this morning regarding that. And I will post that here also. It says, "Good morning, Sherry. Thanks for reaching out to me. I want to answer your questions in detail. So if you don't mind, I'm going to break my answers down into two different emails. First, your questions regarding the order of no contact and no trespass. I would encourage you to submit a public records request via Columbia County 911 website. On the right side of the column, public records request. The district will provide you a copy of the order. As to the genesis of the complaints and the investigation conducted by attorneys to validate the allegations, I cannot comment on due to," and then he listed the private citizen, "them notifying the district of their intent to take legal action. Secondly, I will put together a detailed answer to your questions regarding the radio project with background information that I hope will answer most, if not all, of your valid questions to our actions and what we're hoping to achieve. Mike." That was at 9 this morning. I haven't got that second email yet, but when I do, I will share that out. I will post that so that you can see the director, Mike Fletcher's thoughts on what I asked him, and what many were asking is, despite the negative public comments, is why did this go forward? Another cool thing is Scappoose Police just launched a tip reporting system, and it is via email. So their tip, it's called crimetips@scappoosepolice.com. You can submit tips here that are non-emergency and give the law enforcement a heads up of things that you might be seeing in the community. So some really cool things that are happening at Engaged Citizens of Columbia County is the reporting out system. So at the beginning of this, I would call it a project. Honestly, this is a project of citizens reporting in their own communities, reporting out. And this is growing and it's becoming helpful. It's a way to engage and spark discussion between people. I have just a few rules in this group, and one of them is to be respectful. So please know that if you are going to engage in discussion, I will make sure that it is kept respectful and courteous. And if not, I will remove and block you. End of story. So one of the cool things was a private citizen attended the Scappoose City Council. And when they attended, they reported out. They reported out different details that I may not have, if I just looked at the agenda, I'm not going to know what was decided. I'm not going to know what was discussed. And some of us don't have the time to go and watch the whole entire council meeting or the whole entire school board meeting, etc. So this is a really cool way to find out information that needs to be kind of funneled, is that we have these report outs. So private citizens attend a meeting, report out what happened, sparks discussion, sparks comments. And I will let you know, these city council members, these school board members, they watch this, they read it. This is a public group that anyone can access and can read. Which leads me to the next meeting that we had a private citizen report out on at the Vernonia Rural Fire Protection District. And this individual reported out, she included some of her thoughts and questions, right? At that meeting, at that special town hall meeting that Vernonia held, it was decided unanimously for the levy option to be raised to $250 instead of, I believe it was $122 at this time. The individual reported out and she had a question. And so I tagged the deputy chief, Rob Davis, with her question, and literally he got back so quickly because you know what, this tags them. You just do an @ and their name. If they're on Facebook, they're going to see it. It's going to tag them. He responded right away with answers and clarity. And, that just engages people on a different level. If you've never talked to Deputy Rob Davis, he's going to respond right back to you in this manner. So that's pretty cool. This is what engagement looks like, you guys. This is what Engaged Citizens of Columbia County is going forward with. That's the goal, is engaging citizens, engaging elected representatives, engaging our law enforcement, our LE. And so I want to share with you a couple things that have been literally hitting so much of my inbox. So emails and messenger, messages from people, is that I will be looking into these things more, is the law enforcement coverage in Clatskanie. They have a contract, and this is being covered and held, this contract with Columbia County Sheriff's Office. There's some people that have reached out to me from Clatskanie that are like, hey, can we look into this contract? I just want to maybe just get some clarity, what to expect in our community. What is being provided, when can I call and expect to have a law enforcement coverage? So I'll be looking into that and I'll be sharing more about that. I'm also looking to provide more engagement from law enforcement. I've been speaking with the chiefs of several of the, communities in our county and just building a relationship with them, talking to them, asking questions. I will be sharing more with our group on that. I hope to do more reporting out of our law enforcement from questions that people send me, and then I ask them, and then I can send out the email to the group. I can post it. I can make a post. I could even do an interview. Whatever people are interested in, let me know. So coming up this week, some cool things coming up this week. I'm doing a live interview tomorrow night with a gal. Her name is Donna Kreitzberg. She is with the Education Freedom of Oregon. Now this is, and lots of people have asked me, like, what is that exactly? I would encourage you to tune in if you have children and you send them to school. If you send them to any school, public, private, etc., charter, is to learn about your tax dollars going towards the school of choice that you would have for your kiddos. And so I know that there's a lot of questions surrounding that. Donna is fabulous, so responsive. She's so excited to join me tomorrow night and do this live. So if you have questions, join at 7 o'clock tomorrow night live here on Engaged Citizens. You can also email me anytime, but also email me your questions for tomorrow night at engagedcitizensofcc, engagedcitizensofcc@gmail.com. So take care. Have a great week. See you later. Bye-bye.